What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about ZBCN, Zebec today. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, you guys. It's the 24th day of June, and here we are at about $0.0041. Nice little move up you had yesterday on the 23rd there. How much was that? Let's see. I mean, on the day, that was 22% overall from a low to a high. That's 40% move right there, guys. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Unfortunately, it's more of the same. Yes, I hate ZBCN. That's why I'm saying it's going down. But no, that's not what it is. It's the TA, guys. It's the TA. It really is the TA, right? I didn't hate it whenever it was going up. I don't hate it now that it's going down. I promise you. Let me show you. Right, let me show you. It's very, very common. Very, very common, right? From a low to a high to find support at the 382, especially when you break below the 236. It's very, very common. Yes, you're back above it now, but that's not going to save you, right? Likely you're going to go down to 2029. That's my expectation. Maybe there, maybe lower, and it's fine if you go lower. It's fine. I mean, hell, you could go all the way down to 0.001699. You're probably not going to do that, but you could go all the way down there and you're still fine. Honestly, that's the golden ratio. You're perfect. You're beautiful. You're at a really good opportunity to buy for anybody who wants to buy there. But I doubt that we get down there, right? The 382. Let's stay on track here. Okay, that's where you're going to go. And if we look here, it's very common with the 382 to interact with it in a way where you wick just above it, wick just below it, depending on which way you move down, and then you close below it, right? And we did just that from a low here, or from a high here to a low there. We wicked above the 382 yesterday and closed just below it. This is a very typical, common characteristic of this interaction with the 382 when going lower. Well, I shouldn't even say when going lower. Sometimes, actually, let's put it this way. This still stands to be your low, right? You're in the area. You're pretty close. It's very possible that that is your low. You didn't get a whole lot of volume, but in all honesty, relative to this stuff, it's pretty average compared to like what you've seen over the past couple weeks, and that is one of the higher days in volume that you've seen in about a week's time, actually. So it's not bad, but is it good enough for a 40% move from the low to high? I don't know. Maybe not. Who am I to judge? Maybe I'm just a hater, right? But my expectation is this is pretty normal stuff, typical behavior when going lower, right? Just like we're expecting for you to find support at the 382 whenever it comes to going higher, I would expect you find resistance at it whenever you go lower here. It is just a lower high in this range. It's very clearly just a lower high, right in that range there. If you want to prove me wrong and you want to validate that this is the low and that you're not going below there, here's what you would want to see. You'd want to see a bounce off the 236. You'd want to see a daily close, two daily closes, I should say, that are above the 382. And the 382 is right here at about 0.0436, 0.0435, whatever, something around there. If you get one daily close and it's all the way up above the 0.5, okay, one's fine. Okay, one's fine. But if it's like just barely above the 382, then I would say you need two daily closes above there, okay? But what you want to see, and let's look at the 4-hour time frame. If you want to prove me wrong, you want to validate yourselves, you want to be bullish on this, you want to say that that's the low, it's not going lower than that, you suck, C-Zar, TA sucks, and you're wrong, you just hate ZBCN. If you want that to be valid, okay, here's what you need to see then, at least from my perspective. And in this regard, actually, this would prove that TA is right still. You'd find support at the 236, right? TA saying that you'd find support there. And you come back up above the 382. 2 days in a row that close above the 382 or something that's above the 0.5 and all, right? Really, once you get above this high, there's no argument. I don't care who you are. We don't even have to close the day. If it's 1 hour and we wick all the way up here, I'll flip bullish. I'll wake up in the middle of the night. My pride will be hurting so bad. I'll wake up in the middle of the night. I'll post on X. I'll come and make a live video and say, I was wrong. I'll be in my skivvies. Anyways, 0.04 right now, likely to go to the 236 and lower. Let's see what you do here. A bounce off the 236 does not necessarily imply that you're going to go higher, but if you were to go higher, you would look for a move just like this, a rejection down to the 236, and then you move right up to the golden ratio. That'd be the expectation. So if you are moving up, that's what you're looking for. If I'm right, and this is not the low, and you are going lower, and this is just a lower high, you're likely going to go below the 236. And not just wicking, I'm talking about closing, right? You're going to close below it. And if you do close below it, that'll be very validating that you likely do go below here. The 0.69 is there for a reason. If you get below 0.0033, that essentially invalidates the idea that you go higher. Looking at this from a relative low to high, that's also pretty close to the 886. 00, I'd say not 0.0033, 0.0338. 337, somewhere around there. Let's say 00337. Put it a little bit lower. If you get below there on a 4-hour closing basis or higher time frame, and some volume too. I guess you don't really need volume until you're breaking below the low, in all honesty. But we want to see, if you want to move down, you'd want to see some volume come in. That'd be my expectation. Volume is still dying off. It is still dying off. Yes, you moved up with volume, which is nice, but it is still dying off overall. This is just a lower high overall, and the expectation remains the same, right? That's why I'm making this video today. A second time, actually, within like the last 24 hours, making a ZBCN video, because I know it's exciting, and I know that people have a reason. This is a widely anticipated crypto asset, and people have a reason to be bullish. Absolutely, we're going to go to new all-time highs. Absolutely, that's going to happen. I mean, I've got projections that this thing sees 20 cents, 70 cents, somewhere in that range, probably around 50 cents by the end of the cycle. You're not even at half a cent now. I'm very bullish on ZBCN, you guys. I'm probably more bullish on it than most of you are that are holding it. You're like, 100x, dude, you're crazy. Like, you're really crazy. You think it's going to go down and you think it's going to do 100x, you're crazy. I'm more bullish than most of you guys, I'm telling you. Maybe some of you think that it's going to do 1,000x, which you're crazy. No, you're crazy. You know who you are. Make it known in the comments if you think it's going to do 1,000x. I highly doubt it does, man. Anything really past a 200x, I can't see. And that's why I think 70 cents is, well, even now, probably you can't do a 200x because of that move that you saw yesterday. I digress, though. When we go lower, which should be today, should be over the coming week here, we're still moving down. We likely will see prices that are below the 382, or not below, sorry, at the 382, which also coincides with this high to lows 1272. It's right there. It's perfect. They are together. It's also right here from this low to high. The golden ratio is just right there, just right above it. Just right above it, baby, right there. What about this one? I wonder about this low to high. What about the recent pivot? Because I'm very confident that's the high. The 1272 is right here with this 382 right there with that 1272. Isn't that funny? They all line up in the same area. It's like they're painting a picture for you to see. But if TA doesn't work, then I guess I don't know what I'm talking about, right? And TA doesn't work all the time, man. It's not a perfect thing. It's statistical probabilities, which implies that it will, in fact, not work at times. You roll with it, right? That's why you have risk management. Risk management is what you need. But looking at this 4-hour RSI, I mean, man, you rejected the you got in, you got out so fast last time. Here you're rejecting it, absolutely rejecting it. As you're moving higher, volume's dying off. You think you're going to continue to run? That's it, guys. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. ZBCN has been very forgiving, very tradable throughout this whole range. It's been boring a little bit lately, a little bit stagnant, sure, but this is just another sellable moment. Not saying that you should sell. We're kind of low on the totem pole right now, but I would say this is like a 1, 2, 3 chances that you've had now to sell. If I was holding ZBCN, and I believed, and I do believe in it, but if I was holding it, if it was one of my main bags, I wouldn't sell here. I would just eat the loss, man. Whatever. Go down. Whatever. Who cares? Buy more. You know what I mean? That's okay. That's the attitude. Why? Because, again, what if I'm wrong? What if I'm wrong? And you've clearly got something that can outperform everything else, so why would you sell your winner? Never sell your winner for money. That sounds funny. Never, ever sell your winner for money, you guys. You're better than that, okay? Keep your winner to yourself. I'm having too much fun with words right now. If nobody gets what I'm saying, then don't worry about it. It's kind of an innuendo anyways. But 0029, that's where we're going. I got nothing else for you. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button. Subscribe if you want to see more content. Thank you very much for coming here. If you didn't, I'll see you in the comments. All right, I'll see the kind ones in the comments too. I actually try not to respond too much to the negative ones. I'd like to respond to the kind ones more because I feel like that makes sense. But nonetheless, I just wanted to say something clever at the end there, and then I thought about it too. Literally, I was like, wait a second. Actually, I'll see the nice people in the comments too. Okay, bye. Oh damn it! There we go.